All right, it is time for Greenish Red Dragon, the legendary dragon here in dark mode, howling in the distance. I'm excited to break down this guide for you here today to 3-star this piece in the Legend of the Red Dragon. Thank you for tuning in. As always, down below you'll find the timestamps. We'll walk through this particular boss. We'll talk about the strategy objective on your cookie run here. We'll give you the team, the breakdown, all the things for you to be successful here and 3-star this episode. Now, thank you for tuning in. As always, if you got a question or comment, let me know. I love to hear from you, and feel free to join the community here in the Discord server as well. All right, let's go ahead and break this down. So in this particular one, I did not actually do a specific guide for normal mode. Now, definitely dark is needed. It is more challenging. And just quickly, for those of you that do watch the different walkthroughs here, this particular boss, what's really important, at least the first time we ran through it, we actually used Royal Margarine, we used Sherbet, and we also used the Frost Queen and PV. So we have a little bit of a different change. The first time I got through this, I've actually only 2-starred it. So you can see that here, but today we're going to 3-star it. That's what's going to happen in today's guide, and that is absolutely all you need to know, and we're going to make it happen here. So here is a lot of the key pieces that you need to know. The first piece is obviously the special conditions here. Min cookie level 60, min cookie level is 60, bond, sugar, gnomes, all that stuff. As always, enemies debuff resist increased, HP shield capacity decreased, and healing decreased. Very important against these bosses, as always, and in your runs, to take all those things into consideration. Now, here on the Legendary the Greenish Red Dragon, it's not just the boss. We are going to run into Blueberry Cake Hound as well as the Blueberry Spiders here as well. So there are a couple of waves before you get to the boss. Now, the big piece here with our friend Pataya Dragon Cookie, or Legendary Greenish Red Dragon, is this. Here, pretty high power, HP, lots of life. It's got Shred, attacks the cookies with its giant claws. Dragon Stomp stomps the ground, attacking the cookies. Dreadful Roar lets the thunderous roar, attacking the cookies and stunning them. Dragon Breath shoots a powerful beam in the frontal direction. And then last is Dragon Thorns. This thing does do a lot of damage. One of the things that I found was, again, when I ran it with the team the first time, which was a little bit different, we did not have our friend right here, Snapdragon, and we did not run Squid Ink, was actually that we lost Hollyberry, and just that one, and only ran really one healer. So we're taking a little bit of a different approach here, and that approach is going to be this. We are certainly focused on double healing with PV and Snapdragon. I am using Snapdragon because I did recently get it, and additionally for new players, as well as veterans, this cookie is certainly available to you, and eventually you will get this cookie, so just keep going after it. We're going to take this focus on these two here in terms of damage, and then also a key kind of AoE plus a direct damage here, single target, and then Hollyberry up front. Now, one of the considerations is we may not need, when we go into edit here, we may not actually need this revive. I figure I'll try it, see how it goes for this particular run, but that could be something you could swap out. You could go more heavy on the damage. You can go more heavy on the survivability. Some options there obviously would be this one with the whistle. Additionally, you could also do other things in here. We could go for crit. We could certainly apply this one with Disciple's Scroll. We can go with Gatekeeper's Horn for more defense for your team as well. With the double heal, it shouldn't actually be that big of a problem. But again, it's more of a just in case for this particular team. So we're going to take those considerations into place. In terms of our toppings, we are on Solid Almond. We're on attack for Sherbet. We're also on attack for Squid Ink. Again, you could consider moving them over to Solid Almond. PV we have on our Chocolate chipset, as well as Snapdragon, essentially for the cooldowns and those things. Now, when we do look at the overall piece here, we are at 1.1 million against 65k, 650k. almost 2x. This should be fairly strong for us, but like I said, this guy deals a ton of damage, burned us down pretty good. So we're gonna try this one out here, and I think this should get us our 3 stars here today. If not, then we'll flip out maybe this, and then consider maybe one other option. So let's go ahead and run through it here on our battle. It's gonna be 14 of our lovely dragon scales, and we are off with our CookieRun team. So here is our early enemies. And again, we get so much stuff here with Snapdragon. It is just absolutely amazing. Really fast wave, like I just said. Now, again, here you can see the damage coming in. Lots of damage against the dragon. Now, with the double stuff here, really looking good. But again, we have our Swan just in case if it's needed. Again, Hollyberry was the big one that we lost the first time. You can see real close. We're almost there. If we happen to lose her here right at the end, we will have enough to survive. There's the survival. And our 3-star is locked in. Boom. It worked out perfectly. Bam. Legendary of the Greenish Red Dragon, check. Guide for you, check. All right, let's go back and talk about the strategy here, and give you some options that you can consider as well as some different pieces. So we gave all the breakdown of this particular key ideas to keep in mind for this run. Additionally, the damage that that boss deals with Legendary Greenish Red Dragon, the fast run there, you're going to want to focus on that direct damage. Certainly, again, the Sugar Swan Shining Feather worked for us. You probably could add defense here as an example, or some other survivability pieces that could certainly help you. You could see most of that damage was focused on Hollyberry, so you could think about those things as well. Double heal strategy works well. You could maybe potentially think about using a different healer like Cotton or something like that, or a different one, BTS cookies, or even Pomegranate as an example, or Cream Puff maybe as well. Doing the double here really worked well. You could think about maybe a Rye cookie. Other direct damage dealers could be a big piece. Maybe you even go with 2, add a charge cookie in there up front or something like that. So this is the team that ultimately can get you to 3 stars, as you saw, and the motion here with the treasures that can make it happen. Again, keeping in mind, I'm at 1.1 million here. The boss is at 650,000. We got the 2x. In terms of that, when I ran this, like I said, the first time, I did not have Snapdragon. I was also more focused on damage versus the double heal strategy, getting me to the 2-star, but certainly something that is achievable. But today's guide and episode is about getting you 3-star and 3-star on auto. So with that, that concludes our episode here of taking down the Legendary Greenish Red Dragon in dark mode on the Legend of the Red Dragon special episodes, Howling in the Distance. I just want to say thank you. As always, appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we grow this amazing community. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear from you always. On top of that, if you got questions, let me know, and feel free to swing by the Discord server. Great ways to stay connected, and we got a ton of great CookieRun Kingdom content available to you here on the channel, and more headed your way. Best of luck with the Greenish Red Dragon. Best of luck in your pursuits of dark mode as well. We got a ton more coming your way. We'll see you soon. Mythras, out of here.